2020 is so far one of the best years of my life, and this is going to be how I made that happen. Today I'll share with you guys exactly how I made that happen so that you can make it a great year as well. So the first step that I took, the most important step, was simply to distinguish between what I have control over and completely eliminate that which I have no control over. Now I also had a decision to make. I had to decide whether I believe the things that are happening in this world is happening to me or if it's happening for me. I guess you could say that I had to choose between if I believe that the world is either friendly or if it's hostile. And I chose the option that I knew would empower me and not take away from me. Now, I suggest that you do the same, that you think about this and make your own choice. By conditioning my mind in this way, I actually started seeing the benefits of the situation that I found myself in. Most importantly, all of the extra time that I had to focus on whatever I wanted to focus on. I decided to do something that I've never done before. And in my case, I decided to start with this YouTube channel because I knew that it was a bit scary and that it would allow me to grow as a person. As I started growing on YouTube and as I continually improved not just on myself but also on my art or my craft, I started to find peace in myself in these troubled times. Now, here's kind of the issue, right? So, we humans are so heavily influenced by our surrounding, so I've realized that I have to stay vigilant about my surrounding and choose what it is that I actually allow in. Because I know that what I allow in to my mind shapes my reality and ultimately decides my state of being. There are so many different ways in how you go about dealing with this. And here are some examples of things that can have a massive impact on your life if you're not careful about them. The first thing that I would like to bring up is just the people that are in your life today. I'm not sure if you heard about the saying that you become the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So, how do the people that you hang out with today behave? What do they do? How do they treat you? And how do they make you feel? Ask yourself this and then see if there's something that you need to change. So, 2 other things that can bring you down is the news and social media. I have not watched the news or used social media for many years now. And I'm not saying that you necessarily have to take that step, but in my case, I decided to not use them anymore because I don't want to waste my time on it. And I have quite the addictive personality, so it was the right choice for me. Now, your surrounding is not just limited to these 3 things. It includes everything. This doesn't mean that you can completely eliminate all aspects of what's going on in the world around you, and some information is actually good to have. And that brings me back to one of my favorite quotes by Marcus Aurelius, who goes like this. So, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Now, there is a reason to be happy and to be at peace, even in 2020. You know what? Scratch that, especially in 2020. You just have to start looking in the right places and decide that you will no longer tolerate feeling in this way. You can choose another behavior, a different set of actions that will end up serving your well-being and allow you to experience better emotions in your everyday life. If 2020 has brought you down, my suggestion to you is this. Realize that anything that you allow into your life is because you agreed to it, whether it's good or bad. And I know that for some people out there, I sound like a complete asshole for saying that, but that doesn't change the fact that it's true. If you feel like nothing's working out, the world just seems gloomy and as if it's working against you, then you just have to realize that the reason why it is like that is because you allowed it to. I challenge you to take that first step into responsibility over how you actually feel. And the reason why you want to do this is just because it will lead you back into control over your life. You know, you can actually make a change from a position of responsibility. Or you can continue blaming the world and experience the same level of lack that you have been up until this point. Now, I started this video by asking if 2020 is going to get better or if it's going to get worse. You decide.